Nichiren, a 13th century Japanese monk, built his entire teaching around a single practice, chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, the title of the Lotus Sutra, as the direct expression of enlightenment itself rather than a preliminary to it. This was not a modern innovation dressed up as ancient wisdom. Nichiren argued explicitly, across dozens of surviving letters to lay followers, that other Buddhist schools of his day, Pure Land, Zen, and Shingon among them, had drifted from what the Lotus Sutra actually taught, and that his era, the latter day of the law, required a return to the sutra's core rather than elaboration on it. He was not gentle about this claim, and he paid for it. He was nearly executed at Tatsunokuchi, exiled twice, and attacked by mobs and rival clergy, and his letters to followers like Shijo Kingo and the Ikegami brothers deal frankly with ongoing harassment, disinheritance, and fear, not abstract doctrine. What makes his letters distinct from later devotional literature is how unsentimentally he treated hardship. He did not promise his followers an absence of suffering. He told Shijo Kingo, who faced professional retaliation and threats from his own lord for practicing, that hardship itself was evidence the practice was working, as the sutra predicted, since the sutra itself forecast persecution for its true practitioners. That is a testable, almost defiant claim rather than a comforting one. He was betting his own credibility on outcomes, not asking for blind trust. He also wrote to followers dealing with illness, debt, and family conflict, and in these letters he consistently redirected the question away from doctrine and toward results, telling recipients to judge the practice by what actually happened in their lives, rather than by scriptural argument alone. That standard, what he called actual proof, sat alongside two other kinds of proof he named: documentary proof, meaning consistency with the sutras, and theoretical proof, meaning internal, logical coherence. He was explicit that actual proof mattered most, because doctrine and logic can be argued indefinitely, while a life either changes or it doesn't. This is worth taking seriously rather than softening into inspirational language, because it is also a real vulnerability in his framework. Correlation between chanting and improved circumstances is not causation. Survivorship bias favors letters that report good outcomes, and Nichiren himself was exiled and nearly killed despite unwavering practice, a fact he addressed directly rather than avoided, treating his own suffering as confirmation of the sutra's warnings rather than a contradiction of his claims. Millions of people across the 20th century, mostly through later lay organizations built on his writings, adopted this practice and reported concrete changes in health, relationships, and material circumstances. Whether that constitutes evidence of anything beyond psychology and behavior change is a fair question. Nichiren's own framework invites, rather than forecloses. By his own stated bar, an account like this one is only as good as what it produces in a reader's actual life, not how persuasively it argues its case.